This episode of Distraction is sponsored by Landmark College. With bachelor's and associate programs, bridge semesters, and summer programs for students who learn differently. Learn more at lcdistraction.org. Landmark College. Learn your way. Succeed uniquely. Hello, this is Dr. Ned Hallowell with a mini episode of Distraction. The holidays are upon us. Can you believe it? We have had Thanksgiving, and now we are staring down the barrel at Christmas and New Year's. I've had people tell me they hate the holidays. I've had people tell me they love the holidays. I've never had anyone say to me, I'm indifferent to the holidays. The holidays really do, it's like the weather, you can't help but notice it, and you can't help but have a reaction to it. How do you make the holidays good? How do you make life good? I don't know the answer to that. I can tell you what I do. I try to minimize the stress around it by reducing the number of obligations I take on. And I try to make it a time of connection. For me, that means our 3 children, my wife, my dog, our friends, extended family. We love Christmas morning. My wife makes an amazing sausage gravy with biscuits. It's incredible. She's from Virginia, and she grew up with this, and it's become a tradition. We look forward to her sausage gravy with biscuits. We look forward to sitting around in our living room and opening presents, and it really isn't, the sparkle value of the present. It's the ritual of being together in our pajamas and slippers and opening and, laughing and being surprised. And, when my kids ask me, what do I want for a present, I really mean it when I just say having you home is a present enough for me. And it really is. It is. And I guess that's the heart of it. It's a cliche, but it's a cliche worth repeating that, we only get so many Christmases. We only get so many Hanukkahs. We only get so many New Year's. We only get so many days. And, I have a dear friend who was recently in his 50s diagnosed with ALS, and it really hit me, that this is the human condition. This is the life we lead. We enjoy it. We celebrate it. We, revel in it until we can't any longer, until we face suffering that will bring it to an end. And, I don't know how to remind myself, let alone remind you, to try to band together and just make life as good for yourself and each other as we can. It really is in one another that we are able to, find resilience and find joy, find celebration, find, the good stuff. But it's not the gift that's wrapped up. It's the gift of the connection, the gift of the relationship, the gift of the moment, of the sausage gravy and just sharing it together. And, there'll be only so many more Christmases that I can sit down with these people I love and have that sausage gravy. And, that I don't know how to say it, but other than please, this year, every year, just love one another, and laugh together. It doesn't have to be solemn, but really make it important. Make it important. Don't text your way through life. Make it matter. Be present. All those cliches, but they're true. They're true. I wish you from my wife, Sue, and our children, Lucy, Jack, and Tucker, and our wonderful dog, Ziggy, and our niece, Chelsea, who lives with us, and our visitor from South Sudan, Francis, who also lives with us. I wish you all just the most wonderful, wonderful, joyful holidays. and just a fantastic 2018. This is Dr. Ned Hallowell with a mini episode of Distraction. If you like what you're hearing, please take a moment to rate and review us on Distraction on the Apple Podcast. Now, let me tell you how to do that. You go to iTunes, and then you click on Podcasts, or you search Distraction Podcast. And then when you get to us, the Distraction Podcast, there's a little button you can click to put in a review. It's pretty simple, but if you don't know how to do it, you'll never get there. So go to iTunes, click on Podcasts, find Distraction, or search Distraction Podcast. Our site will pop up, and then there's a button you can push to write a review. If you do that, it really does help us, and it helps other podcast listeners find us. So if you like this growing community that we have, and I hope you do, please take a minute. Go to iTunes, click on Podcast, or search Distraction Podcast, and write a review saying, this is the greatest thing since sliced podcasts or whatever. Thank you so much. If you would do that, take the time to do that. As always, please reach out with your questions, comments, and show ideas. We absolutely depend on you. We'll answer your questions, we'll ponder your comments, and we will implement your show ideas. Pretty much guaranteed. I frequently answer your questions on the show, so please keep sending them in. Email us a note with your question or record a voice memo on your phone and send it to connect@distractionpodcast.com. That's connect@distractionpodcast.com. Or leave us a message by calling 844-55-CONNECT. That's 844-55-CONNECT. Distraction is produced by Collisions, the podcast division of CRN International. Collisions, podcasts for curious people. Our music theme was created by Mark Berman. Our producer is the incredibly imaginative Sarah Gurton, and our sound engineer is the wonderfully creative Scott Person.